right now because I rented a bike with Bitcoin.
You call yourself a Bitcoin community?
So guys, now I came to rent a bike. I need a scooter for several days while I'm here on Boracay. And look here, I'm going to pay with Bitcoin. It's written like Bitcoin is accepted. So hopefully I'm going to pay with BTC right now for a scooter ride. Let's check it out. So guys, I'm super happy right now because I rented a bike with Bitcoin. It took just a few minutes. Use this pouch app, and people like to accept this kind of payment, this type of payment. So I didn't have a lot of cash, and it is a really nice solution for me right now because I don't spend too much cash. I didn't have enough dollars with me. I spent a lot during my trip, and yeah, this solution helps me. So I just deposit Bitcoin, and I pay with it. They receive pesos immediately. That's really nice. I'm really happy that we have such kind of solutions right now on the market, especially here on Boracay. Hey guys, so here is the office of this company which provide Bitcoin payment solution here on Boracay. Let's check it out. So we go here. Let's check if it's open or not. Yes. Hello. How are you? I was interested. I already use your app. But I was interested if I can cash out here. Can you give cash for Bitcoin?
Oh, okay. So
I give
how
you
much?
Bitcoin, you give me cash.
How much?
Not now. I'm just interested in the option. If there is this option, yes. Oh, so
If you need cash,
yes.
so you cash out here.
Yeah, amazing. So I can come anytime. What is your working hours?
8 to 5.
8 to 5. Okay, great. Thank you so much. It's so nice to have this option. Thank you. So now guys, I'm going to have my haircut. Use Bitcoin. You accept Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
So cool. What do you think about Bitcoin?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah, fast.
As I can see, you accept BTC.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is accepted.
Yes.
You like Bitcoin? Yeah? Okay. A lot of options to spend Bitcoin here. So another place of crypto adoption. It's a Thai food restaurant. Actually, I'm not going to eat here, but for the memories, I decided to fix that Bitcoin is accepted here. But maybe the day after tomorrow I'll check this restaurant personally. Yo. Hi, how are you? Is it possible to pay with Bitcoin here?
Bitcoin, sir? Yes, sir.
Yes, it's possible.
Yes, sir. Possible.
Amazing. Can I take a seat?
Oh, sure, sir.
Okay, cool. Where should I sit? So guys, right now we are going to make a Bitcoin transaction. So I have a QR code and I have the app. I still have some money. I spent a lot, but I still have some money on my wallet. So let's scan the QR. So I have scanned it. Now I have amount. So it's 241. I'm putting 250. Then I press send payment.
There you go.
And it's done. Can you check? So it is a storm. Wow. Storm on Paradise Island. So guys, I'm here on Boracay already for 3 days. I'm so happy to experience this kind of Bitcoin life here, and now I met one of the leaders, I would say the leader of island's crypto community. It's Bill. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, well, we wouldn't call ourselves a crypto community. We call ourselves a Bitcoin community.
Right.
And yeah, myself and Yan Yan have been the two main people on the island signing up the 250 businesses that accept Bitcoin over the Lightning Network with Pouch PH. It's a Lightning wallet that has rails into the Filipino banking community. Those rails are really what help foster adoption, so people don't have to jump into Bitcoin as a unit of account to start with.
Yeah, amazing. How did the idea of this project came to you?
So Ethan, the founder and CEO of Pouch, knew that he needed to have the software hardened by use with people out in the field. So we needed to have a test bed, and we were inspired by El Salvador with Bitcoin Beach. With Bitcoin Beach, they had an anonymous donor that brought a lot of Bitcoin into that economy. For us, we're building a citadel, if you will, that's going to attract Bitcoiners that will bring that money in to kickstart the circular economy here.
Cool. So for how long does it work already?
So we got on the island 7 months ago, and I'd say we really hit our stride about 2 months ago. When we hit 100 businesses, we jumped up to 250 much quicker. The first 30 were very difficult, and the last 150 were pretty easy.
Yeah, nice. So right now, do you feel like these kind of the app attract new tourists to the island, new people, new users, and it helps with Bitcoin adoption, I would say?
Yeah, so we are definitely seeing tourists that are coming here specifically for the Bitcoin Island
for
experience, like you. Yeah. We have a really big office sign that you cannot miss in the middle of the island, and the people end up going there, finding our contact information if they haven't already found us on Twitter, and then contacting me. We go out, have a beer, or just tour the island together.
What are the other options to spend Bitcoin? What can you do with Bitcoin on the island?
Okay, so first, to get to the island, you can use Bitcoin to get the ferry coming across. We have a variety of tour operators that accept Bitcoin, and by going with a tour operator, you don't have to wait in line for the ferry. They'll get you on the next one and minimize the hassle of getting on the island. Once you're here, you probably have already made a reservation at one of our hotels that accept Bitcoin. From there, for the general tourist, we've got a lot of restaurants, 30 or 40, I would call mainstream Western restaurants, like we're at Caspar right now. They were one of our first signups. Along with that, there are going to be grocery stores, coffee houses, and things like that. As you get more adventurous, there's going to be the local markets where you can actually go buy fish, meat, produce, fruit, all at those places. And I've been living here basically without fiat since August 11th was my last ATM usage. And for the record, today is mid-December.
Yeah, very good achievement. And yeah, it's quite interesting case of adoption. And for how long time you are here already? You live here on the island?
We got here 7 months ago to start the project.
Yeah, but how you have chosen this place?
Oh, this is one of the premier tourist destinations, not just in the Philippines, but Southeast Asia. So we knew there would be plenty of foreigners that are going to come and probably already have Bitcoin Lightning wallets. If we try this in a smaller area, we're not going to have that tourist density that's going to bring Bitcoin into the local economy.
Nice. Can you tell me, please? I'm interested. Maybe I don't have to ask these questions, but maybe you can give this kind of information. How many daily transactions do you operate? And maybe you can discover what is daily turnover.
Yeah, so we haven't really tuned our database to that kind of reporting. We have seen about 100,000 US come into the system over a month.
Okay, I see. That's interesting. What do you think about your future plans, like expansion to other islands?
Yeah, so we want to get more different islands in the Philippines. We are, helping people on board in other areas, but we're not actively recruiting them like are here on Boracay. As the remittance corridor for us gets stronger and stronger, we're going to see a natural growth because in the Philippines, basically every day, 86 million US dollars comes in from overseas foreign workers that are supporting their families. Let's just call that 100 million a day to make the math easier. And right now, about 7% of that money is lost in fees to the remittance operators. We only charge a 1% spread on the foreign conversion into our system. So that's saving 6%, that's saving $6 million US a day if they would start adopting us. And one of the things that we like about the remittance idea is that when you're building a network of retail like we are here, you need to have a lot of retail, you need to have a lot of spenders because it goes, the more of each, it grows and grows. However, in the remittance use case, you only need 2 nodes to make this useful. Your family overseas and your family here. So a network of only 2 people is enough to be useful. Here, until we got, the 100, 150, 200, people weren't coming here to use our network of retail, but it got more useful as you could realistically live on Bitcoin alone. So the remittance is different fundamentally in that you only need 2 nodes to be useful.
Yeah, what is your strategy to get these users right now? You're going to make some promotional campaigns, you're going to open offices in these places where Filipino guys work?
So there's some major areas that attract Filipino overseas foreign workers. America, by far, is the largest country for remittances, so our focus is probably going to be there. And nursing is one of the big places that we know there's a lot of overseas foreign workers. So going after the nursing community, something like 30% of all nurses in America are Filipino. And so those nursing operations are going to be something that's got a high density of users for us. There's Filipino businesses all over. There's certain cities like Las Vegas, San Francisco, Hawaii in general that have a high density of Filipino. So those can be very good communities for us to go after. And a lot of the Filipino, before they go overseas, have to take a training, whether it's for nursing or whether it's for being a domestic helper or a seaman working on the ships. They all go through certain training. And so if we can get into the curriculum there, showing them how they can save 7% on sending money back to their family, that would be good because they're very densely packed in those classrooms.
Yeah, got it. I always have this kind of a question. Sometimes when the government sees the success of a company which is growing fast, has big adoption, many users and so on, government could be interested to stop you, to stop your expansion because you are the risk for the banking system because you could be more successful than local banks, for instance, in the future, and government earns from the banks mostly. How do you see this situation? Do you feel like there is a risk if you grow, then the local officials can stop you doing it?
So if there's a risk, that's a risk we're going to have to deal with because we are growing. But the administration is generally interested in having foreign investment. So becoming a Bitcoin-friendly country like El Salvador, I think there's a good case for that. We've seen rapid growth in El Salvador in the foreign investment and tourism. So yes, there may or may not be trade-offs to existing infrastructure, but there's also growth from the new infrastructure that people are going to see. And the next thing is, if we were to get all of the overseas foreign worker remittances, which is not going to happen, okay? But if we were, the increase in efficiency would increase the GDP of the entire country by 1%, and that would be evenly distributed among all the families around the Philippines. So that is going to be of interest also to forward-looking politicians.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Speaking about El Salvador, they made 10% GDP growth throughout 2021, and it's a huge achievement for such a small country. Of course, it happened just because of tourism, of tourists like me and our
me.
team,
Yeah.
just like you. And but yeah, it's amazing. It's a crazy pump for their economy, even during the bear market. What is even more surprising.
Yeah,
So-
it's really put El Salvador on the map for tourism for a lot of people that would never ever have thought of going to El Salvador. So even if it's in a bear market, if they look at their investment purely as marketing, which it was not, it was much more than that, but purely as a marketing play, it was well worth it already.
Yeah. The next question is like, I feel like you are a real Bitcoiner. You how to say, you Bitcoin nomad, but maybe you should implement some other cryptos in the app because as for me in my daily operations and my company in my daily operation we use USDT mostly, and of course we are Bitcoin holders, Bitcoin believers, but we mostly use USDT. Do you have any plan to implement USDT payments?
We have absolutely no plans or goals of using anything other than Bitcoin.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, it was a nice interview. Maybe you could share some other information which I haven't asked you.
Okay, so you can always find us at pouch.ph. We have a link to Boracay right on there, so you can see any videos or instructions or contact information there. You can find us on Twitter at Bitcoin Island PH and Bitcoin Island HQ as our two main Twitter handles.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the interview, and guys, stay in touch because we are going to show more. We will show how you can use the app to spend Bitcoin here on the island. So stay in touch, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, now I'm going to pay my dive course with Bitcoin. Hey, what do you think about Bitcoin?
Of course, I've heard that, but I think it's a good one.
Okay, okay, okay. Going to pay now. So today will be my second dive on Boracay. I used to do diving in Thailand many years ago, like 15 years ago maybe. And now we are doing diving for Bitcoin. How good it is. Amazing. So guys, I've chosen the t-shirt. Now I'm going to pay it. And yeah, of course we are going to use Bitcoin for this transaction. So I just scan the QR code. And it's very simple. It's already paid. And she has received, yeah, right?
Yeah.
You have received it. Yeah. Hello guys, how are you all doing? It's me Alex, and it's already my last day on Boracay Island, Philippines, which is named Bitcoin Island. So today I'm going to tell you how was my staying here, and I would tell you that throughout these 7 days I almost didn't use cash. I was paying with a pouch app wherever I went. It was some shops where I could buy souvenirs for my friends. For the hotel, I paid with crypto. I paid with crypto for my lunches, for my dinners. I paid for diving course. Even for diving, I paid with crypto. So I'm so happy about that, because here we have a crazy level of Bitcoin adoption on the island. And yeah, even though we have a bear market, I see how crypto is spreading all around the world. And what I see here on Boracay is quite similar to adoption level in El Salvador. So guys, let's stop speaking, let's move to the video and I'll show you how it happened. Stay in touch.